Alright, welcome back. Let's get these news articles read. Clash at Nagyar concludes. And refugee issue crosses borders. And did we get anything else? Ooh, we do! What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, wow, we got 3. We have one on Alicia, one on Captain Vrat, and one on Welkin. This might be a bit busy today, shouldn't it? Okay. We'll buy all of them.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome. Today might be a bit busier than usual. I wasn't expecting to have 3 of these.
Come back.
Oh well. I forgot that the Shamrock is actually different, that you can change the different weapons. I mean, I knew you could, but I forgot how to do it. So, you can get anti-armor shells, mortars like the Edelweiss, a Gatling gun capable of doing massive damage, or a flamethrower. So, which one do we want? Well, we've already got the Edelweiss to do the anti-armor rounds, so we don't really need that. We could get the Gatling gun, which is simply a dedicated Gatling gun. Quite powerful. And then we have a flamethrower. I wonder. I really don't think that, like, here's the thing. We've already got the Edelweiss to do the tank damage for us, so I don't think that's needed. And I don't think the flamethrower is needed either, honestly. We could use the Edelweiss's mortar shot for that. I think the link belt could be useful, though. So we're going to equip it with that. Okay, I think this is the Alicia one here.
Report. Signs of awakening.
So, let's begin with this one. I actually don't remember this one at all. Like, honestly, I don't at all.
They called you in too, Faldio?
Keep in mind, this is before Faldio was a jerk.
Yeah, looks like they've got all the squad leaders assembled. Must be something big.
It looks like all of you made it. You've probably already guessed why you're here now.
Nope, not in the slightest.
The militia will be staging a suppression op, using all of its forces.
A suppression op, Captain?
As you know, the Empire has a series of camps spread throughout the Barious Badlands. Each of your squads will work separately to strike them simultaneously.
I see. If we attack them at the same time, we won't have to worry about reinforcements.
Correct. Welkin, your squad will take the camp located atop the northern Barious Mesa.
Yes, Captain.
The operation begins tomorrow morning. Be sure you're fully rested. Dismissed.
I have this distinct feeling that I may have never done this one before. Let me see where we're at. Let's see. We're right after the Bottle of Barious, but right before the Woodland Snare. So this is something... This is before 1000 as well. So this is like basically right after we destroyed the giant tank that the enemy commander had. Yeah, it is.
Let me catch you up on the current situation.
Actually, never mind. Actually, I think I remember this one now. I remember being on a weird swirly thing. Remnants in the Empire's force were spotted setting up camp in the highland region of the Barious Badlands. Your squad will split up between north and south to cut off their escape route. Then, you'll have to weather their counteroffensive as you make your way to the summit. Your objective here is to occupy their base camp. Same stuff as usual. We've got 2 units down there, and we can position... Who are the units? Okay, Welkin and Alicia. Because it's Alicia's mission, of course. Who do we want down here? We'll have Rosie. This will help because we have elite troopers and everything at this point. We'll bring in an engineer. Bring in Largo. Mostly for a CP, but he could be useful. We'll have Edie. Vice. and Ted. Let's try that.
You'll commence combat now. Stay sharp out there.
This one's gonna be big. Be careful out there, Sevens. Squad 7, move out!
Other than the shape of this place, I really don't remember this mission at all.
What kind of weirdos would set up camp at the top of a rocky hill like this?
What kind of weirdos have a swirly rocky hill?
Well, gravity makes attacks from high places more dangerous.
Maybe that's it. Either way, we should watch out for fire from above.
Definitely true. Okay. We'll send Alicia out first.
My turn, okay?
So we can obviously walk straight up, and the tank has to go straight up.
Enemy sighted!
But I believe these ladders
Enemy sighted!
make for slightly easier trips up. Oops. Don't mind me.
Enemy sighted!
Being a dirt
Contact. Support them.
shock trooper.
Please don't follow them in too deep. Enemy sighted!
Wow. You guys are idiots. What is the goal for this one? The enemy base camp. We can do that without hardly fighting anybody.
My turn, okay?
Can't we? I mean, is there a tank hitting in here that maybe I don't know about? This seems incredibly cheap. But I'll take it if they'll let me have it, I guess. Okay, maybe not. Maybe shock trooper's got to be dealt with first.
Keep it up.
Well, at the very least,
Moving out.
Alicia will be able to see what we've got going on up here.
Now.
Alicia, you've got the accuracy. Don't disappoint me. Is there a tank up here? What are we dealing with?
Enemy unit
There is,
spotted.
in fact, a tank up here.
Enemy unit spotted.
Even still, I feel like we could seriously just capture this and be done with it. Having another grenade could help.
Here I go!
Come on, Ted. Let's do this. You're not as accurate as Alicia. That makes me sad. Thankfully for us, neither is he.
Enemy unit sighted. Be careful, soldier.
Enemy found! Hi, I'm Ted!
Hi, I'm Ted. See you later, loser.
Thank you!
Go fall down the mountain, why don't you?
Unit neutralized.
Can't go that way. Okay, that's fine. We're not that far.
Lancer,
found
keep
one.
an eye on your ammo.
I mean, seriously. Okay, I guess we're gonna shoot a grenade at, I mean,
Here I go!
I'm just kind of making this up on the fly, honestly. I really don't hardly remember this mission.
Hi, I'm Ted!
I guess we won't get the bonuses for all that stuff, but we're gonna get an A rank and get this mission done super fast, which I guess is useful considering that this mission is like, I've got like 3 of them to do.
Tough crowd today.
You'll be fine, Ted. Don't worry about it. Everyone loves you, except this guy.
Hi, I'm Ted! Thank you! Thank you!
No problem, Ted. You got this.
Ooh, found one!
And look, they expected us to do this, but they just don't have enough reinforcements to actually keep us from doing it.
My turn, okay?
Oh, I forgot, Alicia, you have no AP at the moment. Oh well. That's all I really needed you for, I guess. I guess we can have Ted take the base. Assuming there isn't like a part 2 to this mission. In other words,
Tough crowd today.
in that case, I might be a little bit screwed. I'm worried that tank's gonna start shooting me when I round this corner. Just in case. Wow, that's it? That's... Wow, okay.
This one's gonna be big! Operation complete. We took their base.
If you've ever been wondering how A rank only runs go, that's basically what you do. You charge past all the enemies and take their base. It's not the most satisfying way to tell you the truth, but it's quick. It usually is quite quick. You can usually finish a mission in like half or a third of the time. Something crazy.
Good to see you. Looks like you made it through.
Yeah, we almost did nothing. Alicia and Ted did all the
You
work.
too. And the other squads are back. Seems the barrier suppression was successful.
Lieutenant Gunther, we've made camp for the night, sir.
Did we, like, push their tank off the hill? I mean, come on, they had literally have a tank guarding the place still.
Okay, great. Let's finish setting the... Alicia, your arm's bleeding. Are you alright?
That's what happens in war.
Oh, something this small should heal up in no time. I'll be fine.
Here, let me take a look. You've been shot. Lucky thing it only hit your arm.
Well, it's kind of to be expected since she's in war and she got shot by a tank.
Does it hurt bad?
A little.
It doesn't look too deep, but it still needs to be properly dressed. Sit tight. I'll get you patched up. You still need to finish getting Squad 7 settled.
Thanks, Valdio. I know she'll be in good hands.
Please. Leaving a lady to bleed would go against my gentleman's morals.
Well, thank you, Valdio.
It's kind of humorous, all things considered. We have 2 more sections left. Unearthly Light. I'm sure this is probably what sparked Faldio's interest in Alicia as a whole. Because this is after Barius, so at this point, he's trying to figure out why the door opened for us when we had Alicia with us. And this is probably like the first, or the secondary bit of evidence that led him to it anyway.
Already asleep, huh? No worries. I guess I'll just come back tomorrow. Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's a fair bit of evidence right there, isn't it? Yeah.
Alicia. What's going on?
Well, at least it's understandable that he would think that she was Valkyria at this point. He'd be like, the door opened for her, and she had that weird blue light. Something seems suspicious.
It's another big day for Squad 7. Oh, morning, Isara. Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you kindly, Alicia. Are you certain your arm is all right?
Fine. Ugh. See? No problem, even with the heavy stuff.
Well, I'm glad. Just be sure you take it slow.
I will. Thanks.
Alicia.
Oh, Faldio. Thanks again for yesterday.
Sure. Tell me, how is your arm doing now?
I woke up this morning and it was all better. It isn't even sore anymore.
Not at all. I've had bruises last a week and yours was a gunshot.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been quick to recover.
Yep.
Bet you're jealous, huh?
Yep. This is making him incredibly suspicious.
Well, just as long as you're all right. Still, be sure to take it slow.
Isara just said the same thing.
Morning.
Oh, hi, Hans. What, is it time for breakfast? I'd better get cooking then. Well, I've got to head off.
Sure. Don't want people going hungry.
Take the bacon with you. Everyone
Alicia.
loves bacon. Alicia, you can't be Valkyria. Let's see. What's our next one? It's What Lies Beyond Hate, and then we have, is it the Flower of the Battlefield? Or is that Rosie?
Report. What lies beyond hate?
No, Rosie was the War Without Weapons, right? There we go.
Flower of the battlefield.
Looks like this one has a mission, and I know that I know that hers has a mission. I remember hers, actually. I do. I remember hers. We'll start this one in just a moment. I remember this one being interesting because it had some weird rules, but I don't remember what they were. But give me one moment and I'll be right back. Alright, let's start with this one. If I remember correctly, this one actually lends us quite an interesting bit of information about Virat. And helps to fill in her backstory, because as of now, you don't know a whole lot about her.
Thank you for coming, soldiers. I apologize for the lack of notice.
I think you learned a little bit about her at Squad 7's R&R, but there's like, don't talk about it. Like, you don't know anything else about it.
I've called you for a special operation. You'll be liberating Gallian hostages. I'm issuing this order on my own authority. I haven't reported it. I'll bear the risk.
You don't have army clearance? Why not report it, Captain?
There will be no questions. You need only perform the mission as directed. The enemy are what's left of the Thousand Camp. They're holed up in a house on the outskirts of the city.
This seems awfully suspicious.
Your objectives are to return all hostages and capture or eliminate all Imperials.
I remember what it was now. I'm gonna wait until they tell us what it is, but I remember what the special objective is this time.
The enemy is led by a man named Geld. Georgios Geld. He tortured and murdered Gallians in the First European War. He warrants no pity.
Georgios Geld? Hell, is this about...
Prepare for deployment immediately. You are dismissed.
I'm starting to remember all of this now. This one's interesting. I actually like this one.
The captain didn't seem like her usual self. It was almost scary.
No surprise there. She's been living the last 20 years to get revenge on Geld.
What? Revenge for what?
Back in EW1, she and I were called into the militia, just like you kids now. She and a buddy of mine, Frederick, were in the same squad and fell for each other hard. But the enemy got Frederick one day. Word is, the enemy captain tortured him to death.
That enemy captain was Georgios Geld.
When the war ended, she stayed on. My guess is, it was just for a chance at revenge.
That's terrible. I had no idea.
But oh well, we still gotta do it anyway. Yeah, this one has an interesting objective.
Here are your orders.
Don't hold out on us. Those imp cowards have taken civilian hostages and holed up inside a private residence. Squad 7 will enter the site from this point. You can't let them see you coming this time, Lieutenant. If they spot you, those hostages are dead. Begin by making your way to the building undetected. If you don't stay hidden in the grass, they'll spot you. Once you've completed your approach, take down all the lookouts at once. If any survive, they'll alert the others. Your objective is to exterminate every imp on the scene. Am I clear? When you stop moving, stay hidden in the grass. If you're seen, kill them all before that phase is through. Once the coast is clear, you'll enter the residence. Free those hostages, disarm the hostiles inside, and hold them. You'll be participating here as a foot soldier, Welkin, which means you won't be able to issue orders for this mission. So basically, the special thing about this one is, once you start, you don't stop. Now, we're going to bring a sniper to help assist with removing any pesky individuals. And we're going to want Alicia as well. Oh, actually, sorry Ted, you're off the team. Oh no. Honestly, I think the scout can do the sniper's work in this mission because there's not a lot of distance. We're going to bring Largo just for the CP. Because we need CP here.
Not feasible, then kill them. They merit no mercy.
I don't think there's any tanks in this one. I think it's all foot soldiers.
Listen up, my little hostages. You're going to be our shields until we reach the next camp. I recommend against trying anything, or things may get unpleasant for you.
No!
Geld and his men are hiding in that house. There are patrols monitoring the perimeter. Be careful. If they detect your approach, they may harm the hostages. Don't let anyone spot you as you approach the building. If they see you, the mission fails. Once you're close, take out the lookouts. Leave even one, and Geld will know we're here. Those are your orders. Failure is not an option.
Now, I'm gonna preface this by saving right here, because it's quite possible that this is going to get royally screwed up. Oh yeah, we can save that. So, this is the house up here. There's a number of units around it. We need to be really careful. There's a few spots to go about this. What we'll probably do is we'll hide a couple units down here and hide some up here. So let's start that.
Ready to go.
Oh, I forgot. We don't get a lot of CP in this mission, do we? Oh.
Do everything you can to stay out of sight.
We just want to make sure at the end of a turn that we're in grass.
Keep advancing.
We should be able to make it all the way up there. So we're going to do that. Oh, come on, Well, can make it.
Don't make a
There you
sound
go.
out there.
Really hoping that we'd be able to see more units from here. Like, I wanted to see some units. I think most of them are behind the building.
Moving out.
Scouts are really so useful for this mission, they really are. Just because of all the extra CP. I mean, the AP. Like, you really want distance on this one.
Find a spot you can snipe from.
Enemy sighted.
Did he see me? I don't think he did.
Do their movements follow any set pattern?
There's a guy on the roof.
Enemy sighted.
And there's another guy back there. Let's stop here. They can't see us because I'm still in grass. I don't think he saw us. We'll start our movements next turn, I think. Because I want to be sure I know where everybody's at. I don't think we'll need Rosie.
Here I go.
But I guess we could bring her up if we needed her.
Nice spot, huh?
Some grass over there. I don't know if we should go for that.
As long as we've got these hostages,
Yeah,
we're
let's keep going.
untouchable.
We'll get all of our scouts up here, and we'll have Rosie do any footwork down below if necessary.
I've waited for this chance for a long time.
And we'll end the turn here. I want to see if any of them move around. Did he see us?
Captain
Crap, he saw us.
It's the Galleon, sir.
He saw us. I hoped he didn't see us.
My. So they've ignored my kind warning and come for the hostages. There's nothing for it. We leave the house at once. I'll dispose of the hostages.
Well, crap.
No. The mission's failed. Frederick, I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. It's probably fine. Okay. I'll be right back. Whoops.
Can't beat the smell
Okay,
of fresh
we've got
soil.
a scout elite there. We have another unit here. Okay, so it isn't going to work this time because we don't have enough CP to do it. And I'm just going to end it now because I've only got one left. But there's only 3 units around the house. We can have Welkin take out one and Alicia can take out the other 2. So I'm going to just restart now because there isn't enough. There's no way I can do this in time. Alright. Let's take out the scout elite first. There we go. That guy's down.
Nice work. Keep.
Now the rest of the units could probably be taken out by Welkin. We're closer to this guy. Let's try this first. There we go.
Yes.
Target silenced.
Alright. Don't move, please. And please don't be like another unit hiding around the house. If there is, I guess, we do have one more CP. We can try to look for him. Ah, excellent. Yeah. Another way to do that is to, like, hide for a turn and then come out.
Yes. That's the last of the lookouts.
But that'll get us an A rank, I'm sure.
Good.
Because that's the first
now
turn.
Storm the building immediately. Get those hostages and bring me Geld.
What? A Galleon attack? When did you...
You didn't get paid enough as a voice actor, I'm sure of it.
It's all over, Geld. Your miserable life ends here.
Yay! Yeah, that one was particularly easy. You just have to do it right. Man, these are going to net us a lot of experience and money, actually, now that I think about it. Not that we need the money. Experience is good, though.
So this is Georgios Geld. Taking civilian prisoners violates treaty law, does it not?
Please, forgive me. We just wanted to see our homes again, that's all.
I really think you weren't paid enough. I'm sorry, good sir.
I'd have released the hostages along the way. It's true, Valkyria strike me down.
Silence! Who'd believe the words of scum like you? I've no doubt you'd slaughter them all. Your evil won't go unpunished. You are hereby sentenced to death by firing squad.
Whoa, Virat, that's a bit much for you.
But, Captain Virat, prisoners of war have a right to a formal trial. You can't just...
I can and will. I'll kill him myself if I have to. I'll take full responsibility.
If you do this, you'll be discharged from the militia, Captain.
And what of it? I've lived for the day I end this man's life. It's all I can do for Frederick now. There's nothing else left.
Oh, you got smacked, girl.
Don't do this, Elle.
Largo. Why? Why stop me? This snake of a man killed Frederick. He butchered our friend. Frederick died horribly, tortured, broken. Doesn't that make you angry?
Of course it does, Elle. I could wring the rat bastard's neck myself. But you think Frederick would want that? Think he'd want you to bloody your hands? Back then, us three were always talking about how we'd build a peaceful Gallia. Frederick's gone, but I know he'd still want that, even now.
Largo.
You didn't stick around the Force this long just to take revenge, Elle. You stayed for a chance to give yourself this new beginning. Don't cry, Elle. If you'll have me, I'll watch over you forever.
Aww. That was adorable.
Finally back in friendly territory again. That could have ended exceptionally badly. Thank goodness the Gallians are weak.
Halt! Identify yourself.
Captain Georgios Geld. I was returned as part of a prisoner exchange.
So you're Geld, are you? I hear you took non-Darkson civilians as hostages. That was after serving time for abuse of captives in the First European War, correct?
Yes. But that was a long time ago, and...
Lord Commander Maximilian is a strict man on protocol. You've roused quite a fire in him. You're to be court-martialed forthwith. Brace yourself for the worst, Captain.
No, but I...
Take him away.
Stop! No! Let me go! No! I don't want to die!
My mustache! It's too beautiful to die!
I don't want to die!
Oh man, the voice acting. Just on that one character. The rest of this game is pretty good, but that voice acting... I guess he's a
Largo,
fairly minor character.
Has everything I've done up to now been a mistake? Ever since Frederick was killed, I've thought of little else other than avenging his death. But it's like you said, killing that man won't bring Frederick back.
So we can't get Frederick back, but we're still gonna have to live our lives. Know what I think? We've got to live our lives the best we possibly can. You ask me, part of that means bringing peace back to Gallia. That's what I think he'd want. I know.
We'll eat
How
some
about we start a
vegetables.
vegetable
Yeah, look at them.
garden? Vegetables taste good, look good, and they're good for you. We're gonna make Gallia one big farm. What?
I think you're the only one so crazy
just
about the
pictured
vegetables.
Gallia is this giant pumpkin patch. It's too funny.
I ain't laughing.
No one takes my vegetables seriously.
I know you've always been watching my back for me. That's the only reason I've made it this far. Largo, thank you.
Sure.
Look at this. Just what's going on here?
Hey, we're just... that is...
Nothing.
Well, well, Largo. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed what?
That's quite enough. The hostages were all recovered safely. Mostly thanks to your squad's efforts. Your orders are to return to the capital as soon as possible. That's all. Dismissed.
Captain!
Well, that went pretty well, I'd have to say. And, let's see. We'll go for the next tab, which is Flower the Battlefield. We'll get started on that one in a minute.